Hey everybody, welcome to day 389 of Reseller Reflections, a day in the life of a full-time reseller supporting her family. It is Wednesday, July 2nd, 2025, and you might notice I have a guest here, but hang tight for just a minute. I'm going to let you know I am reset to zero. He's not. I don't even know if he knows what that means yet, but we're gonna get there. We did meet our sales goal yesterday. So I think that is day one and counting of meeting the sales goal. So hopefully we keep this going. I don't know what today looks like. It could go either way. We'll see. All right. So let's get into it. So it's a family business. This is my virtual assistant. Most of the time he's virtual, but today he is IRL in real life here. This is my son, Avery. You've heard me talk about him on many, many occasions. And he's the one that does all of the cross-listing, posting, gets everything on eBay, uses Vendu. Our code is in the comments. It is an excellent cross-posting service, so check it out. Avery, introduce yourself. Tell everybody how, where you live and how you work virtually.
Sure. So my name is Avery. I currently live in Pittsburgh. I'm going to school at University of Pitt. So I've been living there the last year. I do all my listings online, managed through Vendu, Shopify, and Consign Cloud. And I've been doing a range of roles through Vendu and Consign Cloud over the past couple months.
And what are you studying?
I'm studying finance.
All right. And do you find anything you're doing to be helpful? You've helped me with the business for many, many years now. Anything that you've learned through the business that you apply to your studies or apply, in your life?
Yeah, for sure. I mean, in the recent time of working on Vendu and working through Consign Cloud, I think I've learned a lot about efficiency and kind of maximizing, where I'm spending time in certain areas and finding ways to slightly improve systems that are already in place. Although I'm going into finance, I definitely intend to someday start my own business. So, all the experience and background I can get through Consignment has definitely been very helpful for my reselling journey on the side as well. I do a little personally.
Yeah, I want you to talk about it runs in the family. So not only does he work in my reselling business and occasionally consign stuff through my business, he started his own side hustle recently. It started at the auction, right? He has auction fever. I've talked about how we like to auction together and do all that. But what have you been doing with reselling?
Yeah, well, I mean, I've definitely been reselling for quite a few years now. It all started with the auctions back in Schnecksville, right around that area. That's when I really got my love for auctions, and I started buying up typewriters since then. And I really started in typewriters. I found my specific niche, and I was able to have some pretty good luck there. And then when we moved up here, I started attending the auctions, and I kind of broadened my niche and went for wider range of stuff. And recently I started buying liquidation pallets from a local supplier out in Jersey. And me and my friend, we process them, test everything, and list it on eBay for discounted prices from retail. And we've had pretty good luck with that so far.
Yeah, that's been so cool. It must be in our genes or something, this whole reselling thing. So I always like to tell this story how old were you? You were like 9, right? And most people are intimidated when they go to their first auction. If you've ever done it, I mean, some people won't even are too intimidated to go. It was this big auction house and, he's like, I'm going to get my own number. He's 9. And he had such restraint and knew what he wanted and such control. He was just like a little excellent. I don't even know. What do you call somebody? Excellent customer. He would just he was not, and he's like, nope, that's the typewriter I want. I'm willing to spend up to $15 on it. And he was just calm, cool, and collected, like this little kid just raising his auction number. It was impressive. Meanwhile, I'm like shaking in my shoes still. And I'd been to how many auctions? Like you get a little rattled. Yeah. And it's been a really fun journey ever since. Like I told Emma this, my daughter, who's a little older, that if you learn the skill of reselling, you're never going to be stuck and you're never going to be broke, especially if you're a college student. You can always resell and you can always. Now, she didn't really take my advice, but you kind of took it to heart and you're making things work. So
Yeah, definitely.
All right. You can't win them all, but
50-50 is pretty good.
I think so. I definitely think so. Yeah. So is there anything else you want to share? Like, I would say, like, if you have a college student or somebody in your family, this is a great way to earn some extra income and be able to, have them work virtually, or whether they're in your home. There are a lot of different options. I know a lot of people hire virtual assistants, that are overseas, or mostly in the Philippines, which is great. I've done that too, but it is even better to like keep it in the family, because not only does this business support the family, but now you're using it to help put yourself through school. So
yeah, exactly.
Yeah,
it's been great. I would say anybody who wants to start out and is younger, it's definitely good to find something that kind of interests you a little bit, whether that be typewriters, technology, even paperweights. I was into reselling
that's
paperweights
right.
for
I forgot about that.
quite a little while. So I'd say, definitely find your niche or your, area of items that you have some expertise in. And I'd say work from there. Find a couple items on Facebook Marketplace, on auctions, estate sales, and see what luck you have. And I would say go from there, keep adding a couple different types of items, and, branch out slowly but surely.
Yeah, and we've learned a lot about history through this process too. That's crazy.
We've gotten a lot of historical pieces. I remember the one set of typewriters I got, or not typewriters, paperweights. I believe they were historical figures. I want to say they were both presidents. And those were like one of 500. Super cool pieces. I honestly wish I kept them looking back.
He's mad I sold them, guys.
Yeah, not for very much either.
I know. I screwed that one up.
Maybe like $40 a piece, but
with his permission, I sold them. I don't mean to say I swiped them and sold them. With his permission.
I was still happy to get that back in the day.
Yeah, but in retrospect, a little bit of a mistake there. But that's part of the journey too.
Absolutely.
Is you make these mistakes and you learn, you do it better the next time. So next time you get some presidential limited edition paperweights, I will. I've learned my lesson.
Well, yeah, we'll see if that day ever comes back, if I can get those paperweights again.
All right. Anything you want to add?
I think that's about it.
All right. Well, thank you for joining us. And I will see you on day 390, because he's got to get back to work of Reseller Reflections. So night.
Night.